What is going on, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. Got the coffee on deck. Cheers, by the way, for tuning in. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys had a great weekend and are ready for the week ahead. We have a lot to go over, guys. A lot's going on this week. We have the FOMC statement, the press conference, CPIs coming out this week, and of course, Palantir, the cat's out of the bag. It was not included in the S&P 500, so I want to break down the charts here a bit further and go into the options chain for Palantir in this video. So guys, jam-packed video. Hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get your 15 stocks from Moomoo and to check out Interactive Brokers. Those are linked down below, guys. And by the way, all of those links help out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers again, and let's dive right into the video. So again, cat's out of the bag. Palantir stock was not included in the S&P 500, but we did have a couple companies. I think it was KKR, GoDaddy, which I don't even know. GoDaddy, I guess, is included now. And of course, CrowdStrike, which is probably the most deserving company out of those three to get into the S&P 500. But yeah, we talked mostly about that in my video yesterday. And again, Palantir was not included this go around, which is causing this sell-off here after the bell on Friday, where we closed at about $23.30. Then we got down to about $22.80. So for this upcoming week, when it comes to PLTR, guys, I'm looking to see if we kind of consolidate around $22 per share. I'd say that would be ideal for the bulls, considering here in the middle of May, we started getting rejected at 22 bucks. We struggled getting out of there all throughout May into the early days of June here. Then we broke out. That resistance now became support, and pretty much right by the moving averages here on the 4-hour chart, right around here is where 22 bucks is at, right? So if we could find support after the S&P inclusion news that we didn't get included, right? If we find support around 22 bucks, I would say that is ideal for the bulls, and maybe from there we can start potentially breaking out again. Because like I said in my video yesterday, guys, in my opinion, the fact that we didn't get included in the S&P this go around, it's not a big deal, right? It's not that big of a deal. There's a lot more going on with Palantir, right? The S&P inclusion is just the cherry on top. So we'll see how it plays out in this ballpark, guys. The $21.75, $22 range is going to be important for Palantir. And quickly coming over here now to the options chain so I can show you guys what I'm looking at for this week. So I do expect, obviously, some of these options to come down in price, considering, yeah, after the bell we sold off. It makes sense, and that's probably going to bleed into Monday morning, tomorrow morning. So I'm looking at of course, not the weeklies here. I'm not going to buy the ones that expire in a couple of days, but I'll look at maybe a month out, July 5th, right, July 12th. I'm looking at the $23 to $24 strike price, 23.50s, right? Those are also looking pretty interesting here. They're currently trading at, let me see, where are we at with these guys? We're currently trading at about the $23, $1.26. It looks like a contract. Multiply that by, of course, 100. You're going to get that $100.26 figure there. So if you want to buy those, which I'm not advising you to do, but hypothetically, you'd need $126 to get into these $23 ones that expire on the 5th of July. So I'm watching those. I'm also watching the $1.16 ones right above there that are the $23.50 strike price that expire on the 5th of July. And honestly, guys, I'm considering in the money calls as well. I'm not, writing those off completely. It looks like here the $21 calls that expire on the 5th, those are trading at $2.77 times 100, so $2.70, right? So I'm keeping an eye on those. And if we want to go out even more, maybe to August, like I said in my previous video, or the most recent video where we talked about the options here, August 16th, $25 calls are looking pretty interesting in my opinion. They're trading down as of Friday, and they're probably going to be down even more, Monday. So tomorrow, right? So we'll see where those come down to. Maybe I'll scoop those up. We'll see. And of course, guys, full disclosure, I'm long Palantir with shares. Trading options is risky because there's time involved. You're pretty much betting, okay, this stock by August 15th, in this case, 16th, whatever, it's going to go to this price, past this price by this time, which it's not guaranteed to happen. So, of course, it's pretty risky, but I think Palantir chart-wise, which we saw, looks pretty decent, and the long-term charts look good. So eventually I'm seeing a pop here, a bounce back, a nice big move, which buying options, you'll get a nice leveraged return by doing that, but of course, a lot more risk. So those are a couple that I'm looking at here on PLTR heading into this week. But of course, I'm not going to pull the trigger on Monday, guys. I'm going to be patient considering we just got this fresh news. So we'll see how it plays out. I'll let the dust settle a little bit. And I almost forgot. Let me go back over here to Safari, guys, and pop up this, because this right here is very important. This shows you guys what's going on Wednesday, which is going to be huge for the entire market, the economy, right? So Wednesday at 8:30 a.m., we're getting the CPI data. Uh-oh, it's that time. You heard that right. So month over month, we're expected, the forecast is 0.1% for CPI. That's the monthly number, which last go around, it was 0.3%. So expect CPI to come down to 0.1% from 0.3%, right? And core CPI, which excludes food and energy, the monthly number is at 0.3% projected. And last go around, last month, it was 0.3%. So core CPI staying pretty strong, sticky at 0.3%. And again, CPI headline number 0.1%. And the year-over-year number here, guys, coming down a little bit more, is projected at 3.4% right here at the top right. You guys can see, which last month it was 3.4%, the same thing. So it's going to be right in line with where it was last month, guys. Nothing too crazy when it comes to CPI. And, of course, we also have the Fed funds rate coming out 2 p.m. on Wednesday, which is projected to stay the same. No rate cuts, obviously, no rate hikes either. So we're going to be at 5.5% with, of course, the FOMC projections, the press conference, right? That's going to be huge at 2:30 p.m. on the East Coast, which is really what we're all waiting for, guys. Jerome Powell, the questions, the press conference, right? And they talk about everything from the economy, interest rates, where they see policy going in the future, right? What they're looking to do. Are they cutting rates sooner than expected? Is inflation stickier than they thought? We're going to have higher rates for longer than expected. What's going on, right? So we'll get more insights there on Wednesday, which I'm super excited for. So pretty much, guys, yeah, buckle up, man. Get ready. Inflation is still here. Doesn't look like that year-over-year number is budging. Core CPI still not budging really either. And I want to see what Powell's got to say about that. I want to see where their heads are at. And, of course, Palantir. I want to see what's going on with Palantir this week. How's the stock going to digest these the news that we just got, which the chart still looks pretty good. Like I said, man, if we consolidate around $22, that'd be a good spot for PLTR, in my opinion. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to smash that like button. And don't forget to get your free stocks for Moomoo, up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. And you might as well check out my Patreon if you want to see my daily charts and ideas, have access to the Discord chat, and if you want, most importantly, to keep up with my private portfolio, all the moves I make. Every single week we do an update, so check it out down below on Patreon, or you guys see the info right here, and I'll catch you all later.